within like the behind the scenes part of the production. Wait, shembe. Hey friend, what's poppin'? Welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. Can I hear some noise for the consistency? I know that's right. Today I'm gonna be giving you guys 10 acting tips that are gonna make you a better actor. These are things that you've probably heard me mention before, but now I want to scroll them inside your brain. Or this is very important. You need to remember this as an actor, that you need these tips in order for you to become a better actor. You get me? Yes. But before that, subscribe. In 18 days, you think you post a guys, you need to subscribe. We need to get monetized by next year, guys. By Jan, we need to be getting monetized. So please subscribe, click the notification bell, because we're making it to day 25. Okay, you don't want to miss day 25 of Vlogmas, trust me. So please, if you haven't already caught up, there's a Vlogmas playlist. Go watch the playlist. Watch, like, comment, share. Please don't forget to share my videos. Other people want acting tips too. There's someone who wants to be an actor who doesn't know where to start, who is in your WhatsApp, who is in your Facebook, who's on your Instagram. Please share this information with them. It's very important information. And also just, in case they want to see a pretty girl on YouTube. Because, you can't just see me on TV only. You must see me on TV, YouTube, Instagram. So also, follow me on my socials, link in the description. My Instagram is there, my Facebook is there, my Twitter. I don't really tweet. Or is it to X now that it's called X? I get, but I'm not really active there. But you can find me everywhere else. Subscribe by me, man. Subscribe by me. Subscribe by me. Let's grow the family. Let's grow the YouTube family, let's do like other apps. Let's grow. Okay, tip number 1 is preparation is key. Whether you're going on set to shoot after you got your role, or you're still trying to get a role by going for auditions, preparation is key. If you're going to be doing a scene, there's a lot of things that you need to be prepared for. What kind of emotions is that character going through? How do they say the lines that are written? There's a way to say a certain line. There's a way that you can mess up a scene by saying one line incorrectly. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to always be prepared. It also just saves time. Whenever you're going to do a performance piece, always make sure that you are prepared. Second thing is confidence. Confidence can get you out of a lot of things. Failing confidently can make you pass that audition. Messing up your lines and confidently saving the scene can make you get a role. Confidence can get you so many places. Confidence can make you connections. Confidence can make you memorable. So next time someone is looking for someone who's going to do anything performance-based, they think of you because of that confidence that you have. Confidence cements yourself into the industry. If you are always confident in everything that you do, you are always going to find success some way, somehow. Always exude confidence. Always walk in confident. Always walk in with your head held high, your shoulders. You get me? Yes. You must always do zero diva. So you must always look and present yourself as a confident person, because confidence is very attractive and confidence is very memorable. So people are going to remember you, and you want these people in this industry to remember you, because you don't know where that's going to take you. So always walk into any room being confident. Even when you are failing, fail confidently. Even when you're messing up, mess up confidently. You don't know where that's going to take you. The third tip is to watch great actors and great movies. There's so many great movies out there. If you want me to make a list, or like just make a video just talking about some really great movies that can really help your acting skills if you watch them, please comment down below. So yes, Watch great movies, watch great actors, watch how they act, watch the decisions that they make to make their characters come alive, the decisions that they make to make the characters unique, to make their characters stand out. Watch how they do things, watch how they perform, and try to get inspiration on your performances. Every time you get a character, go watch a good performance of a character that is like your character. If you get a character like a villain, go try to look for a villain who played being a villain so well and try to see what you can take from that. Don't copy them, just try to get inspiration from them. Just get inspiration from the decisions that they make as an actor, you know. What unique decisions did they make? What did they do that made their character stand out? And do that as well. And it also just helps you to see where your mistakes are. If you see someone doing something great, you know that yours is not great because you're doing X, Y, Z wrong. So just try to look for great movies, great characters. Look at them from an actor's point of view. Watching a film as an audience member who's just trying to watch a great film, and as an actor who is studying acting, is two different things. And the moment you tap into that actor while watching film, you'll never watch film the same. You'll always just be taking down notes of, oh, this is how you do a crying scene. Oh, this is how you do a scene like this. Oh, this is how you look in love. This is how you're supposed to, like, you know, this is how you're supposed to look when you're awkward. This is how awkward situations are supposed to look. So now when you have a scene that says these two characters are in an awkward situation, now you know how to act in an awkward situation. Now you know what looks normal when someone is being awkward, or when someone is being nervous, or someone is angry, or someone is, you know, laughing because they're nervous. You get me? Stuff like that. So now that you know how it is played, you can be able to implement that into your characters as well, and that's just going to make you a better actor. Next thing is to read books about acting. I'm gonna come up with a video about books actors should read. Read books about acting. Read scripts. Reading a script and then actually watching a film or a TV show is so different. There's so many things that happen in the producing of a film or a TV show. So you need to read the script in order for you to understand a lot of things that happen in a story. You need to read. I feel like reading a script also just gives you a perspective of the writer, you know. What do they want from this character? What are they hoping to get from that character? And things can change when the director comes in, the actor comes in, the editor comes in. So you need to understand, for it to get to a point where it's on your screen and it looks a certain way, how did it get there? In order for a person to play a character so well, what were they reading? What was on the script? Because you need to also know how a script looks and what decisions you need to make, what decisions are up to you in order to bring that character to life. Some of the things that actors do that you see on screen are not things that are written on the script. It's decisions that they make themselves. So you need to be able to differentiate between a decision made by the writer and a decision made by the actor in order for you to adequately make those decisions when you are playing those characters. So please try by all means to find scripts of these movies and TV shows that you like. Read books about acting. A lot of acting tips are found in books. A lot of techniques are found in these books. So try to find those things, read them, understand what makes a good actor, understand why a person needs to do A, B, C, and D in order to be good at acting. Because it's one thing to see good acting, but to understand why it is done that way and what makes it look that way. What decisions have to be made in order for you to do that. To understand that is going to upgrade your acting game so much. So by all means, try every so often to at least read something. Read a script, read a book about acting, read a book on techniques, read a book on acting tips, something that's just going to give you more information about acting techniques and decisions actors make when performing, and just overall how to make your performance more realistic and more memorable, and how to make your character stand out, how to make a character from scratch, how to make your acting unique to you, so that it gets to a point where people say there's no one who's going to play this character better than this person, there's no one who's going to play this character better than you, because you've studied that character and you've built that character from scratch. You get me? Another thing is to be mindful of your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. Your eyes tell us a lot about what your character is going through, how your character is feeling, and what your character is thinking. But I want to talk more about eye contact. One thing about the camera, it's gonna catch your eye contact. It's gonna catch you. If I look there, even for a split second, you can see that I looked that way. Even if I just look right next to the camera, you can be able to see that for a second I wasn't focused on you. Even if I'm taking a video and I'm looking at myself instead of looking at you, you can see the difference. The camera will always catch it, and that really disrupts the scene a lot, because if you're gonna talk about if you're going to be in a scene where you are talking to someone, but let's just say, for example, that person is not there, and instead a camera is in front of you, because you have scenes like that where they want a close-up of you, and during that close-up, it's the camera that's going to be in front of you, and then you're gonna have to kind of, just put an imaginary person there, because you can see a difference if I say I'm talking to someone. I'm looking at this person, I'm having a conversation with them, I'm telling them something, and I want them to understand what I'm telling them, and I want to look them in their eyes and tell them, this is what I'm trying to tell you. But if you're going to be doing that and I'm looking at you, I'm telling you something, it's very serious, and I want us to talk about this thing, and I want you to pay attention to me, because I'm talking to you, right? Yeah, I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to explain something to you, and this thing is very serious. Do you see the difference? I hope you see the difference. So it really matters where your eye contact is. It really matters where you're looking. It really matters how you're looking. So you need to be very careful of your eyes. You need to be very mindful of your eyes. It makes a big difference, and it can absolutely ruin a scene. So make sure that you're always mindful of your eye contact. Make sure if there's an imaginary person you're supposed to be looking at, especially when you're doing your self-tapes, because sometimes when you're doing your self-tapes, you're going to be doing them alone, and you're going to be pretending that you're talking to someone, and we are just seeing your eyes bouncing off the walls, and we don't know, is this person that you are talking about doing hopscotch? Is this person jumping on a trampoline? Because are they on a jumping castle? Like, are you talking to a fly? Like why are your eyes all over the place? In order for you to grab the audience attention, your eyes are very important, especially when you are doing self-tapes. Remember that your eyes are very important. Your eyes can tell a story. Sometimes if you're just acting only with your eyes, they tell you, we just want to see your eyes. You're going to look in love. Your character is looking at the love of their life, and they're in love, and you're not saying anything. You just have to look at this person with love. Your eyes are the ones that are going to tell us whether this person is in love. If you're enraged, you have a close-up scene where you're thinking, you're realizing, so you can see if someone is realizing. You can see it through their eyes. So with stuff like that, we need to see your eyes. You be mindful of what you do with your eyes, because your eyes can make or break a scene. Another thing is music. So when it comes to music, I wanted to talk about it as a point of emotion. Everybody knows that different music brings out different emotions in you. Some people have songs that make them cry. Some people have songs that make them happy. Some people have songs that trigger anger in them. So if you're an actor and you want to channel a certain emotions, try using music. If you have a scene where you have to be crying, where you're sad, listen to a song that brings you in that mood. A song that maybe you know, you listened to back in the day when your person broke up with you, and now every time you listen to it you just feel sad. You know, a song that makes you, that is a pick me up for you, that always makes you happy. If you're going to be doing a scene where like your character is just overjoyed and you just want to show happiness all over, it's also a very good way to get into character. Music is also a very good way to get into character right before you go to a scene, or right before you do an audition. Like, you know, just put on your earphones for a couple of, you know, for like a song or two. Just put yourself in that emotion, you know, close your eyes, put your earphones on, listen to the music, and just get into that character, get into that mood, get into that emotion. Music is very good for that. So if you ever feel like you're struggling to get into character, or you're struggling to, you know, bring forth a certain emotion, try music. Another thing is to avoid jazz hands. A lot of people, when they're acting, a lot of people, myself included, this is a mistake that I always used to make. I don't know if I still make it, but I try to be more mindful about it now, because I made it so much when I was still in varsity, and my lecturer was always mentioning it already, jazz hands. Now every time someone is performing and they're doing jazz hands, I always notice, and it annoys the crap out of me, because like, it's always something that I always think about when I'm thinking about acting, or like when I'm talking, I don't do jazz hands. When I'm talking in real life, I talk with my hands, especially if I have my nails done. Girl, I'm gonna be talking with my nails. I'm gonna be talking with my hands. Everything, I want you to understand. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I talk with my hands. But when it comes to acting, there's certain things that you're not supposed to do in acting, you know, and it's things that people do a lot, you know, when they say like, what is it? You don't usually say, what is it, in real life. You usually would be like, what is it? What? And then you're not really gonna be like, and then, in real life, unless if you're trying to be dramatic, or if it's like you said and then for the second time and this person still hasn't said anything, you're like, and then, you know. So you're most likely not going to use the jazz hands, you know, if you're going to be like, please talk to me. Like, people don't usually do this when they're talking, you know. People don't usually say, I'm opening myself up to you, you know. You don't usually go like this when you are acting. You don't usually like, you know, try to do all of this theatrical stuff. Try not to move your hands too much, because it also just causes a distraction. You're like, you're in an R&B music video now, you know, like you are cramping. You get me? The next thing is to breathe. Guys, if you don't breathe, you will die. You will die. So please, when you're doing your performances, don't forget to breathe. Don't suffocate yourself. Relax. Breathe. It's going to be great for you to clear your head. It's going to be great for your body. We're going to be able to hear you properly if you are breathing, because, you know, if you get winded, like, you're gonna start, you know, panting while you're not supposed to be. You're gonna lose your breath. You might swallow your words now because you lost, you know, you're not breathing. So just make sure that you are breathing. It's also good for your nerves. It's also good to calm you down. It's also just good for relaxation purposes. And when you're relaxed, you perform better. When you are not as nervous, you perform better. When you breathe, you perform better. Okay, so don't forget to breathe, because you will die. Acting is team effort, especially if you're going to be doing a scene with other people. So you constantly need to be on. You never turn off. Just because you're not speaking in a scene does not mean you're not acting in that scene. It does not mean you're not active in that scene. So you always need to be acting even when you're not talking. You always need to be acting even if you're quiet, even if the other person is talking, even if you are not saying anything in that scene. You still need to be present in that scene. You still need to be reacting to every single thing that is happening in that scene. You constantly need to be listening to your fellow actors. You constantly need to be reacting to whatever it is that they're saying. You should never switch off. And every single time something happens, someone says something, you always react in real life, you know, even if they're saying something that is not gonna grant like a big response from you, you know, just like looking at someone going, okay, you know, just whenever someone is talking to you, even if you're not gonna have like a big reaction, you know, it could just be a thing of just looking at them and going, You see, so you constantly, even though you are not speaking, need to be having some sort of reaction that we can see on your face, so that we know, so that we can gauge, like, you know, where the conversation is going, the relationship between you two, and the kind of situations that you guys are facing, whether it's just two friends chit-chatting, people having a heart-to-heart, people that are having an argument. Even if you're not saying something, we still need to be able to see what you're thinking. We still need to be able to see from your facial expressions, how are you feeling about this? Are you paying attention to this person? Because also, when you're not paying attention to someone, we can see it. You know when someone is not listening to what you're saying. You know if you're like talking to someone, you are here and I'm just like, you can see that I'm not listening to you, right? So stuff like that, you always need to constantly be reacting. You always constantly need to be present in the moment, even because also it looks kind of weird if you are having a conversation with someone and it's like a heated argument and you're talking about, you hurt me so much, I felt so much pain that day, and then you go wait for them to respond. They respond. You're like, why would you do that to me though? I'm trying to explain something to you. So you constantly need to be in that moment. You constantly, whenever you're having an argument with someone and you're telling them you really hurt me, you're still gonna keep that scowl on your face so that you can show them that I'm hurt and I'm constantly being hurt and you're still hurting me. And what you said just hurt me even more. And now I'm gonna have a bigger reaction and a bigger reaction and even bigger reaction. And I'm gonna take this cup and I'm gonna throw water on your face. Oh, Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? I've got water on my laptop. So we need to constantly see if there's like a build up to the scene, you know, because scenes are always building up to something. If it's someone who found you when you were in a neutral position and they have to get you to be pissed off, we need to constantly see that rise. Because if you're going to be talking about her, oh yeah, I'm good, how are you? And then they tell you something that shocks you and then you're shocked and you go, oh my god, this is so shocking. And then you let them finish, let them do their line and you're like, how could you do this? And then you let them do their line and then you do your line and you react and you're angry and then you go back to being like in a neutral position and you're listening like they're giving you a TED talk. So always constantly be reacting. Always constantly be active in the scene. Never ever switch off until they say cut. From the moment they say action, you are in that scene, you are in that character, you are in the zone, and you're not leaving that zone until they yell cut. Understood? Thank you. Last but not least, always make sure you have fun. Guys, acting is so fun. Don't be afraid to look silly. So don't be afraid to be in a position that is embarrassing. Us as actors, we can never be embarrassed because we are portraying human emotions, real human scenarios. If you're going to be playing a scene where your character is being embarrassed, it's not you who's being embarrassed, it's the character. So have fun in that moment. Be in that moment. Go through that embarrassing scenario and just have fun with it. Acting is so fun. It's literally an escape from reality to just go play someone else, to play something else, to be in a position where you can, as an actor, you can be anything you want to be. You can be a doctor, you can be a pilot, you can be a billionaire, you can be a crackhead. Like, you can be anything. So always just make sure you have fun. You live in the moment and you just have yourself a grand old time. Okay? Now that we are having fun here together, are you subscribed? You're not subscribed? You? Wait. How to subscribe? There's nothing else you can do but to subscribe. Like, share the video with your friends, comment below if there's anything you want to see from me in the future, anything that you want me to do for Vlogmas, because we still have a couple of days of Vlogmas coming. And also just comment that I look pretty today. Don't I just am I not giving it cheapy? Yes, comment below. Comment something, say something in the comments. Don't leave without just commenting. Today you're not leaving without commenting, please. Yeah, you're not leaving, and you're not leaving without sharing. Share this on your WhatsApp status. Share this video on your Facebook story, on your Instagram story. Yes, thank you, and thank you for watching.